Hello, and welcome to the Of Myths and Men podcast. This podcast now sponsored by Naughty Nectar Nanny Hut for all your nectar needs. I'm your host, Adam Holcomb, and I'm joined today by co-host in returning, Dylan Blumenberg.
No, Adam, I just heard about Naughty Nanny Nectar. Was it Hut?
It's Naughty Nectar Nanny Hut, but yes.
Tell me more about this nectar that we'd be getting. Is this slang for something?
Oh, no, it's just nectar to slather all over your body if you're a nanny.
A nanny?
Yeah, it's a new fad coming in with all the kids who are nannying. They just like to slather their bodies in nectar, and yeah, I don't think they do anything with it.
Fair enough. That's why this generation will be the last generation.
Well, it's wonderful to have you back as a host. I missed you last week.
Thanks, Adam. It was nice to be gone.
And we are happy to have special guest and nectarologist Valya Chohodar with us today.
I tell you what, Padam and Dalton, it's such an honor to be on this podcast. I tell you guys what, I treat you guys well, and I'm glad you return it by bringing me on here. This is the one where we talk about math, right?
Oh, on occasion, yes.
Great. Love math. Love nectar. Let's suck some nectar out.
Let's suck today's nectar. Glad to have you on the show, Vehicular. That's your name, right?
I tell you what, vaginas all day, vaginas all night. Let's do it.
Our podcast brings together three unknowledgeable individuals who spend a day pretending to be experts on mythology. Each week, we will discuss a different god or creature, rotating out the lead mythologist. We will discuss its habits, its attitudes, we will tell a tale, and we will end on a debate on who would win in a mythological fight club. And today's lead mythologist is Vehicle. Car. Dar.
Close.
Our special
I
guest.
love Cars, the movie, Cars, the video game. I love Owen Wilson. So I'm going to get this started off.
Did you know
My
that he
creature's
voiced
Owen Wilson.
the same character in the video game, too?
I tell you what, Lightning McQueen, I don't think anyone else could voice Lightning McQueen.
Absolutely not.
I don't know if you guys are joking about him being in that movie or not. I've never seen any of them.
He is in the movie. Plays Lightning McQueen, the main character of Cars. Cars 2 and Cars
I've
3.
never seen any of those movies.
First one's pretty great.
I will not watch it.
Give it a watch.
I have...
Give it a
Right.
pop up your VHS
Continue.
and give it a watch. All right. So, my creature today, we're going back to the Isle of Crete again, if you will. I'm doing Themis. Or Themis, whatever you want. So
Themes?
Themes. It's Themis. The Miss, if you will. So
That was a good
the
movie.
Miss.
Les Mis.
Miss?
I don't think it was reviewed very well, but I enjoyed that movie.
I didn't see it. I'm not a musical guy. I didn't see La La Land either up until like the first 5 minutes. I can't do musicals.
Yeah, The Mist was the only musical written by Stephen King.
I'm not a fan of it. It's like, why is Stephen King singing?
Well, he's not singing. It's
I don't think
it's
you
a
saw
long
the
story.
movie.
Let's not get into it.
I'm pretty
He
sure
has
you're
someone
talking about
singing,
the wrong movie.
and
then.
they just dub it over him.
I don't think we're talking about the same movie. Whatever. So Themis is the Titan goddess of divine law and order. So, she basically set up the rule of conduct established by the gods. She kind of enacted all that. So she's the second and only wife of Zeus. He didn't have any other wives, just Themis. No others were wed to or ever touched Zeus. Zeus only did it with Themis.
How is she the second?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
What did you say, though?
How is she the second wife if he's never had another wife?
She's his only wife. She's the only wife that Zeus has.
So this person's name is Themis?
Yes.
I thought that was an island.
She's the
No, Crete's
goddess
the island.
of divine law.
Oh, okay.
She's not from Crete. I just wanted to say that because it's near Greece.
Oh.
Where concrete is from?
Yeah. Anyway, so she's the daughter of Uranus and Gaia, the
Yes, she
fierce
is.
knight.
Wait, which one is the male in that situation? Uranus?
Yes,
All right.
it's Uranus, but whatever. We'll pronounce things right. So
Sure.
Themis can often be seen outside of courthouses, lawyer farms,
She's the
justice
blind one, right?
leagues. She's a statue. She's the one wielding a sword and a scale, usually. Usually the scale, I think, is more common, but the sword is in there as well.
Yeah, the sword could be taken the wrong way.
What could the scale be taken as?
Well, the scale implies, like, fair things are happening. And the sword just implies you're going to get stabbed.
That's good looking out, man. Well done. So yeah, she can cut facts and opinion and balance that shit out.
Just like Fox News.
Yeah, which actually she's basically the Alex Jones of the gods. Like she's fair and balanced and truthful, never tells lies. So there you go. Fox News, Alex Jones, all of it. She's it. So she's the voice that initially guides mankind in the primal laws of justice and morality, such as the precepts of piety, right?
Yeah, piety.
Yeah. The rules of hospitality, good governance, conduct of assembly, and pious offerings to the gods. She's also the voice that instructed mankind to be thrown off the top of a Hell in a Cell by the Undertaker in 1998.
So
I remember that one.
So is it
Sorry,
her
go ahead.
voice that's in my head when I want to really stab people who annoy me, but then I choose not to?
I think that you just might be a little bit of a psychopath.
Well, no, I would be one if I stabbed, but I don't.
Well, thinking about it is basically doing it in this day and age.
I never thought
What
about
are you, the
that.
thought police?
I am actually, yeah. I'm about to gatekeep the shit out of this bitch.
How dare you think that way?
I'm gonna do how I want. So yeah, that's Themis. She's a lady. She balances shit out. Literally, if you put shit on the scale, she'll balance that out.
What if you had, let's say you had a pound of chicken shit and a pound of pig shit?
Yeah.
What way would that scale tilt?
Depends on the air quality and like the
Good
kind
air
of
quality.
air pockets are in the chicken shit and the pig shit.
Low air pockets.
None are the same.
Fair enough. That is fair and unbalanced.
Yeah. Unbalanced. Yeah. That's pretty much all I got.
Cool.
Thanks.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
You know, good job.
You did good out there today.
Thanks.
Keep it up.
Maybe
Thanks,
next
guys.
time keep your eye on the ball, though.
Got it.
Mythology was created through an early form of storytelling, so we like to spend a little bit of time delving into a tale that involves our subject. We will be a little bit more in-depth with analyzation to better understand the story, and each week you'll have a tale to bring home, or rather, bring to the courts, to tell that fancy statue holding scales and a sword, the lawyer standing next to it with a neck tattoo, or the one that has a parrot on its shoulder. This week's tale is brought to you by Valia. Tell us your tale.
All right. So, you guys, before you interrupt this one, you're gonna want to let me finish the
Okay.
whole thing. But yeah, this is actually a transcript of a courtroom session that Themis had when she was alive. So, we start this off, right? So, and I'll say the character's name who's speaking in the transcript, and then I'll say what they're saying. So, Judge.
Now,
60
what is a transcript?
See, it's basically just an exact writing of what happened. It's like
All right.
a book, but just exact word for word of what's going on.
Thanks for clearing that up.
You got it. All right. Judge. So, 67th District Court is now in session. Judge Clarence Melvoy presiding. Please remove your hats and turn off your cell phones. Okay. We have McPoyle versus Ponderosa seeking damages for the loss of an eye in the form of one-time payment to the sum of $200.
Adam,
Are the plaintiffs present?
this is from Always Sunny.
No, it isn't. What did I say?
You said McPoyle versus Ponderosa.
No, let me fix that. Hold on. I forgot to change that bit. I'll reread this bit because I forgot to change that part of it. Give me a second.
You do Control F and replace. How hard is it?
It's two sections. It's not the same name each time, you dick. Right? Hold on a second. All right.
Gonna read the same thing.
I'm not going to read the same thing, actually. I'll just continue on. So just cut this and I'll continue on because I don't care. All right. So Judge just spoke. So Themis, I will be representing the plaintiffs, Your Honor. Judge, the defendants? Themis, yes, Your Honor. And I just want to say I'm very excited to be here. I do a state law and this is my first actual trial. Zeus, Your Honor, if I may, Zeus, co-counsel, background in bird law, Themis, husband, Zeus, yeah, but excited to be in the People's Court and big fan of black judges, too. Stop touching me. Judge, okay, look, all I need are the facts of this case. I have a very long day ahead of me, so I'm just going to need to keep this thing moving. Zeus, are you going to bang the Themis? Yeah, the hammer? Zeus, okay, we good? Themis, hey, okay, cool, awesome. That was right after the gavel was banged. Zeus, yeah, it is cool, right? Themis, yeah, nice. Lawyer, Your Honor, Friday the 13th was a night of chaos. Milk spilled, spiked with bath salts by this man, Oedipus, was served to the wedding guests. Now my client is odd. You might even refer to his family as very creepy. But they are saints compared to Oedipus and the sordid lot of degenerates he associates with. Terrible people who ruin the lives, who ruin lives, ruin mine, cost my client his marriage, ruined my first, now my second one is teetering. You know what? I'm just going to sit down. I'm done. They just do this to me, okay? You get the point. Themis. Your Honor, I'll keep it brief. I have just 3 things to say. 1. Cronus has a history of lying. 2. My client is a loving family man. And 3. He is innocent. End of story.
Isn't it Oedipus?
It is.
Oedipus. I don't give a fuck. I couldn't find a story on her, so I made shit up because I was watching a YouTube clip about this episode of It's Always Sunny.
You made that up?
Yeah, I made up something that existed already.
Interesting.
That's why I forgot to replace the first part where they say the McPoyles versus Ponderosas.
You know, Led Zeppelin made some stuff up. Now they're getting sued for it.
Well, I might as well get sued for this.
Drift.
I'll get sued for this.
All right, let's get this Fight Club on.
We're quicking through this one, man.
Yeah, we
Quicken
are.
loans.
One of the things people love to debate about is who would win in a fight. The 9 doctors who recommend brushing your teeth or the 10th who says no.
Definitely the 10th. Why would you need to brush your teeth?
His teeth are probably diseased, so his bites will just infect them.
If you're a Gila monster, you brush your teeth.
A Gila monster? Huh, Mr. Pronunciation?
What,
yeah?
How do you pronounce it?
So
Gila.
I don't think you do.
So in our Fight Club section, we indulge ourselves and talk about who would win in a mythological fight to the death. We'll pit this week's subject, Themis, against one we discussed in an earlier podcast, with our lead mythologist defending the creature. And Valia, you are allowed to choose either myself or Dylan in a battle to the death.
I'm going to choose that little punk bitch talking trash, Dylan.
Gila monster.
God damn it.
What's up?
You got me with the pronunciation.
You got me there, guy.
Alright, let's go over the stats of this thing. So it's a Titaness.
So, do you want me to give you
wife
the
of
weapons
Zeus.
and strengths and whatnot?
Yeah, give
Nah.
me some specials and strengths.
So, strengths. God, smart as a whip.
And a body.
Weakness, body that won't quit. Weakness. No divine fighting abilities or of any kind, really. She's intellectual.
But why does
Wants
she have a
that in a
sword
woman.
then?
She just kind of has it.
she has it,
Otherwise,
doesn't
I
mean it
would have a
works.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to do much to make a sword
Weapons.
work.
Sword, scale, wit. There you go.
Wit.
Can you butter bread with that sword?
Butter your anus.
Then honey? It works.
Alright, what would you say for strength on this guy? And by that
Pretty
I mean
low,
gal.
huh?
I'd say like 4.
4? Why?
She doesn't
Explain
lift.
yourself.
She doesn't really lift.
I was thinking like a 2.
Well,
Maybe.
she's like a goddess,
god.
basically. She's a Titaness, so I think she deserves some of that just strength.
She's a fucking bookworm, though.
Fucking nerd.
You
They
said
don't play
all
sports.
she does is read all the time.
She doesn't go out in the track and throw the football with the guys.
All right, I'll take a 4.
Because she's stronger than a human, but like she's not. That's not her inclination, you know.
Yeah, it's just natural strength.
It's like how Dylan, if Dylan were a god, he'd have 4 strength.
Are you sure
But
that
he's
high?
not, so he just has 2.
Well,
or
how much
3.
would we give retard strong? Boy.
Speed.
I don't know, 5. She's light on her feet.
She does.
She zips around.
She lives up high on a mountain, so
No.
probably gets that good oxygen intake that, you know.
Yeah, the lungs. Yeah.
Intelligence.
10. Fight IQ 0, but intelligence in general 10. Gotta be.
All right, if you
Is
say
fight
so.
IQ for Bellator and UFC?
It's a little bit different.
We just went on a streak of really intelligent creatures.
Yeah, we did all 10s.
And I'm guessing 10 for durability because it is a goddess.
Yeah.
That gives it a 29 total.
The only thing she's not durable to is Zeus's wang. Am I right? All right.
Oh.
Pierce that
Nice.
shit.
Well, this one has the exact same total as by Z.
It does.
Is that more
Which-
good pronunciation from you, bud?
I don't know. I don't remember what that one was. So I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right.
You don't remember your own creature?
Let's do a flashback thing on it.
Yeah. Let's do a clip
New
show
update.
episode.
We know nothing more. We
The
actually
episode-
have no less now.
The episode will launch tomorrow. You can, or Thursday. You can listen to it then. All right.
All right, let's do it.
So we have stats figured out. Now, Dylan is going to be the one who is challenged. So to find a creature for Dylan, I'm going to do Furfur.
Furfur.
I'll give you just Furfur because it has the upper hand in actually fighting. But it's a little weaker in its total, ability. So if you don't remember Furfur, Furfur is from Christianity lore. It is a demon, and he is a great Earl of Hell. He kind of looks like a deer head, wings, bat wings, goat lower body, and really weird man hands. And he can, just a fun fact, he can cause love between a man and a woman.
Nice.
Just want to throw that one out there. He has a strength of 8, a speed of 5, an intelligence of 5, and a durability of 8. For a total of 26. He's vulnerable to salt and triangles. And he has a couple of specials, such as calling minions for help. He has really good organizational skills because he has like thousands and thousands of minions. And he has to organize them all. And he also has a bunch of storm powers. Like, he can create storms, tempests, thunder, lightning, blasts. And if he feels like it, he can teach divine and secret things.
All right.
You remember this guy? It's a flashback.
No.
Not at all? Back to
Yeah,
episode 3.
I remember him. He stood on 2 legs, but he looked like Satan out of that Tenacious D music video.
Mm-hmm.
Played by, what's his name? Dave Grohl?
Yeah.
Didn't Dio play
No.
Satan? Or he played Dio in the
I think Dio
in the
played
movie.
Dio, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Crazy.
Alright, let's get this rolling. I'm going to set the scene.
Said it.
All right.
Forget it.
Themis, you were summoned to a trial, and all that was on the address was that it was the trial of I.C. Wiener versus Hugh
JS?
Dwiener. Nope, Dwiener. And you find it a little odd. Your vast intelligence probably should have made you catch on, but you find yourself going into a dark room. You just go to the address, you open the door, you walk in. The door slams shut behind you. You jump, turn, and you pull out your hefty sword that you can't really use much, and look around, and there's nothing there. It's just pure darkness. And then there's a light, a bright light. It's blinding, but eventually your eyes adjust so you can see. And you're in a square room. Actually, no, it's a trapezoidal room. We learned about trapezoids last episode. Trapezoids are fun. So you're in the room. It's perfect square. There's now no doors. It's just a weird goat, deer, bat, human hybrid thing standing across from you. Completely sealed off from the other areas at all. The rest of the world. Nothing can get in, nothing can get out. Except for an announcer's voice that says, "Only one can leave. Battle Royale."
And I respond immediately because I'm so intelligent. I'm like, well, technically there are millions, billions of people around us that are alive.
Shut the fuck up.
They aren't in this fight, so you're wrong, sir.
There's literally no one else in this area besides you and Furfur.
But like
just
in the
that
world,
thing that's annoying fucking
it's-
smart people do. Well, I have to prove
You
I'm
just-
right, even
the
though
announcer-
I'm the only person in the room.
Furfur versus Themis. Fight! And then Furfur, you just think, man, I was told there would be donuts here.
Can I use lightning in this area?
Yes, you can summon storms and everything too.
Lightning
I would like
strikes
I'd like you guys to choose a number between 1 and 20.
20.
16.
All right, Valia, you get to start this off.
That was who chooses? I would be closer.
But what if it was 20 or 17? Not even 17.
17. I
If it
still
was
would have
20 or
gotten.
19.
All right. I raise my sword in a very statuesque way,
Get
like
on
I'm
with it.
posing, right? And then I raise my scale with the other hand. I do like a quick 360 turn, and I whip the scale at Furfur, right in his head.
Doesn't seem very ladylike.
Furfur's still distracted by donuts that he was promised and doesn't realize that there's actually a fight going on. The scale knocks him right on the head and chips off like a piece of his antler from one of his horns. Or one of his antlers, I guess. Chips off a piece. You used to be a 20-point buck, and now you're a 19-point buck.
I
It
yell.
hurts a little.
I yell.
It also hit you in the eye a little bit, so you're like blinking, crying a little.
I yell. Looks like all my studies have paid off.
You successfully do that.
And my turn.
I
I end my
say-
turn.
God, what a fucking douche. And strike you with lightning.
You say instead, God, what? Douche!
I'm good with that. It gets the point across.
And then you strike with lightning.
The most lightning.
Lightning bolt.
You forget to summon the lightning inside of the building, so the
no.
lights just flicker a little bit, and you kind of hear it hit the building outside.
I
do the same
immediately
thing.
respond with, sounds a little bit thunderous outside, no?
You successfully say that to the
Very
point
good.
that it very much angers Furfur because it wasn't thunder, it was lightning.
You know what, Adam? Being mad about this is my decision.
I take my sword, I run up to Furfur, and I just try to slice an arm off with it. I slice his right arm off with my sword.
You run, and the scales that you previously threw, you actually step on them, fall, and slice off the end of your foot.
I yell, I suppose we don't run with scissors now, do we? Why would we with swords?
How many minions can I
You
summon?
successfully say that. None can actually get into the building. This is just a one-on-one fight.
How tough is this building?
It's divinely powerful for some reason.
Oh, fuck.
So like a 6.
Yeah.
So I can't use organizational skills because there's no point. Minions are useless. Is this building a triangle or no?
It is not. It's a trapezoid.
God.
You're
I
vulnerable
summon
to that.
lightning indoors. A lot of it. And then kick those scales back at you as a way to get that lightning to strike.
You are super
near you.
strong, by the way.
I'm not that strong. I only
You have an
only
8.
lift like 95 pounds. Oh, I thought you saw. Okay.
You also
So
have
you
like
are-
teeth and shit.
You try the lightning attack again, and you lift up your arms, and like just lightning is scattering from it, and you get a good zapping in on Themis. You see her skeleton flashing in and out from the zaps, and then as she's lying there all fried and everything, you kick the scales at her, and it hits her right in the face. Just to add a little dirt into it, and she cries a little.
Sick,
Because she's
bro.
not used to fighting.
Sick.
I immediately yell, "Fun fact, everyone. Ben Franklin used lightning with a kite to discover electricity."
This was a fact that Furfur did not know, and you feel learned now. You feel a little satisfied knowing a little bit more.
It's the only goal I had. So while I'm laying on the ground, I feign like I'm dead in an attempt to have Furfur come close to me. So I want to know if that action is successful, so I can do a secondary. If he comes close, like comes up to me thinking I'm dead.
He cautiously stays a distance far enough away that isn't very effective.
Okay, I peek out of one eye, looking like, is he coming? And then when I realize he's not, I just keep laying there, and then I wait for him to do something, essentially.
You successfully lay.
That's right, I did.
You keep just opening your eyes and looking so he sees that you are very obviously not dead. And he also sees you tense a little, like you're expecting him to come closer.
Adam, can I use a future move but not have Volley hear this?
Future I can take my headphones
yeah,
off.
Valia,
and
you
then
can
tell me
take your
when I'm
headphones
back in.
off.
Yeah. Volley, you look like a whore. Alright, so I'm going to summon minions outside the building, and if I win this fight, they're going to carry me away on their shoulders. If I lose this fight, I'm going to have them roll to like just beat the fucking living shit out of this Themis.
How many are you summoning? All of them?
Yeah, as many as I can. Just a lynch mob.
Okay. This is gonna take your turn now.
Sure.
But yeah, that works.
Alright. Should we just never message him to come back in?
Should have, yes.
Alright, I'm back.
So, Valia,
Yes?
that's my turn.
Nice.
Alright, he doesn't, or you keep looking and Furfur just doesn't move any closer.
I'm like really straining my face as I open one eye, like, like trying to see what's going on. And I keep switching eyes, so it's like, yeah. I keep doing that.
He seems to be waiting for you.
For all our video listeners and viewers, hope you enjoyed that.
If you
we
keep
hit
this,
our goal of $60,000 a month on Patreon, we'll record this in Blu-ray.
also we
Blu-ray.
need someone
As
to
if-
donate $60,000 a month.
Well, Don't tell him that, Adam. You gotta keep him guessing.
So, okay, you can continue to lay on the floor, I guess.
Or
you want to do that?
something more interesting.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it is.
So I do the Undertaker style get up from the floor like he does, like just that flat, like he's a zombie style get up, and then I stand up, and I still have my sword, right?
Yeah.
I just basically spear style, like flat straight throw, attempt, because I'm intellectual, I attempt to like throw my spear sword right into Furfur. So just spear style chuck, and then I go Olympics.
Did you invent the Olympics?
Okay.
I did.
So you do that, and the sword, not being a spear, just goes whizzing off in a random direction. You totally whiff. Not even close. And when you try to yell Olympics, you instead yell phonics.
I am hooked.
Alright, Furfur. You rolled
just
real shitty on both of those.
Run up now that Themis doesn't have this sword anymore and just gore right in the neck
Gore.
with the horns. I suppose I should specify that.
Okay, so you charge and it catches Themis by surprise, and you hit her right in the throat. You don't have sharp horns, but it does a lot of bludgeoning damage. She's having very difficult time breathing, and she's just like coughing or otherwise not being able to breathe. Her face is starting to turn colors, and it doesn't look like she is long in this world.
I
as you may
immediately
have just
say,
crushed her trachea.
Sick, bro.
I immediately say, quick everyone, who knows what artery this pierced? Quick.
No
And
one.
then,
Instead you say, quick.
Okay, I then I let the blood that I'm draining just like pour into my hand, like as I cup it against my chest, and I take like basically globs of blood and just smack Furfur in the face with it, like his eyes covering in an attempt to blind him.
No thanks.
He looks up surprised, as effective as his attacks have been, and that's when you get him. You splash him right in the eyes, temporarily blinding him.
Got him.
Good thing you don't need eyes to summon lightning.
Do you summon lightning?
You have a refractory period on your lightning, and you haven't hit it yet. So you try to summon it, and it's just a little like static electricity, and you get really embarrassed, and then you're like, "This doesn't happen to me ever. Usually, this is the first time."
All right.
Okay, so you're coughing away. You're having a very hard time breathing.
He's got to be almost dead.
This is not a fun time for you. But what would you like to do, Themis?
I attempt to rip out Furfur's eyeballs.
He's a little blind, a little embarrassed, and now he's really blind because you just stick your thumbs right into his eye sockets and pull them out. Your sudden, like, rat trapped in a corner of ferocity catches him by surprise, and he pays the ultimate price.
That's fight or flight.
You now are holding two eyeballs, but you're still choking a little.
Nice.
Furfur, you are now blinded. In a decent amount of pain.
Punch you in the face so hard that it breaks your skull, and just grab your brainstem and pull it out. And then with the other hand, grab my eyes back.
You try to do that, and you punch a wall, but you punched it so hard that some rubble flies off and hits Themis in the face a little.
All right.
Themis.
I rip out his esophagus in an attempt to kill.
You start clawing at his neck, but you can't get through. He's too durable. So you're just sitting there trying to grab at it. Your hands are a little slippery from blood, sticky from blood even. Fur is getting all over it because fur is a little furry. It's a little gross for you. You're not enjoying it, and you're not really succeeding. But you're definitely maybe choking him a little on accident.
How tall is the ceiling in this place?
16.3 feet.
I fly up in the air. And then summon some more lightning while yelling, "Look at me now, Mom."
I yell back, "I'm not your mother," and I wilt away and die, because at this point I've lost literally all my blood.
You do not succeed, Valia, because
I'm not dead.
As he flies back up, his refractory period is done, and now he feels the juices flowing, and he yells, "Look at me now, Ma!" And then just lightning fills the room. And when it clears, when people can finally see, and by people I mean only Furfur, who can't see because he's blind, there is only dust where once there was Themis.
Sick, bro. Now for my final
and
move.
The door opens. And you are allowed to leave. You walk out. And you're ready. You're like all pumped up. You walk out. You're blind now. So like you're bumping into walls trying to get out of the building. But you're having difficulty. You get out. And you're standing there ready to hear the crowd roar. And everyone got really bored and left.
Oh, fuck.
They didn't know what they were supposed to do there. They just got summoned and they just left. So there's no one. There's the one, like really loyal one who you hate.
Oh,
he's like,
damn it.
Boss, good job. Good job.
Get over here.
Typical.
So, Valia, to explain that, while you were gone, I did a secret action of if I won this fight, all my minions or whatever would like carry me out on their shoulders. And if I lost the fight, they would just destroy you like they did that dictator pretty recently where they stabbed a sword up his asshole. Do you remember? You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Was that in like Lebanon or something?
I think so. I don't remember for sure.
So they're going to do that to you if I
Not
lost.
Lebanon.
They're going to stick a sword up your ass.
Well, would have liked it. So.
I bet you would have.
Intellectuals like it too.
So what are you saying?
Alright, so this episode went a little quick. That's because we have 2 episodes for you this week. See, you're probably surprised because this episode launched on Tuesday. However, well, hopefully it launched on Tuesday. I'll have to remove this if it doesn't. But we have another episode for you at our normal time, for we will be coming back Thursday because we have a really special episode that we will tell you about next week. Because today we talked about Themis. It is not Hermes again.
We're doing Hermes again, guys. Just wait.
So we learned about Themis, who's a Titan, wife to Zeus, second and only wife to Zeus, and how she is the symbol of law. She invented it, told man how to do law and shit, and she's a courtroom person. She likes to find the truth and justice and everything, and that's why she carries a sword she can barely use. She's a courtroom
person.
She's a courtroom person.
Yep, courtroom person.
We talked about a courtroom that she was in when she was a courtroom person, and we found out that she just really wouldn't fare well in a fight against Furfur. She had some durability to her, but it really, not a fighter. Really not a fighter. You can listen to this episode and more. In fact, all of our episodes and more, including a wiki and more. Actually, the wiki is the more part. There's just a lot on it. You can look at stats. You can look at episodes. You can look at creatures. You can look at victory percentages. It's a fun time. I recommend it. Bring a significant other on a date. Give her or him a nice meal cooked, and then just bring the wiki up and just go through it. Show them everything in it. But otherwise, you can listen to us on iTunes, and you can also give us a rating and review there. or on Stitcher, or on Spotify. We're on all three. If you want to leave a rating and review on iTunes, do it at itunes.mythsandmen.com. Or you can go to Stitcher at stitcher.mythsandmen.com. And we would really love it for those reviews to come in because they help us a lot. We want people to find this
I don't need
place.
your help. I'm a free spirit.
He needs a lot of help.
Free rider.
You can follow us on our Twitter at Myths and Men, or by going to our Facebook of Myths and Men page. We have all of these social network links and more in our show notes. And if you have a suggestion for a creature we should talk about, you can contact us through our website or leave your suggestion in a review. And we hope to see you next week, and by that I mean in 2 more days, when we talk about something else. And it's not Hermes.
Way to go, guys.
The music you heard on this podcast is called Call to Adventure by Kevin MacLeod from Incompetech.com. It is licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license.
Let's do it.
Hello, and welcome to your anus and your butthole and you dumb. Guys, I'm ready to be in the WWE.